friends. How you doing? I'm a few minutes late jumping on from when I said I was going to jump on because I met some new friends, some living friends. SaveOurCemeteries.org is here today. I'm in Lafayette Cemetery 2. Hey, darling. They're here today doing some documentation of the gravestones and a couple city workers. So I was hanging out talking to them. Hi, Moxie Divine, which I believe was a divine appointment, as one of the reasons I moved to this town was for historical research. Hi, Stacy, welcome. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Corey. Let me know if the audio's okay. I tried to tuck myself in a place I could be in the shade, but also that you would not hear a lot of traffic from the road. So hopefully there's not too much background noise. Man, I should have did this the other direction. I gotta read your chat like this. I have to remember that next time. Good morning, Alicia. All good on audio. Thank you so much. Just wait a minute, let a few more people come in. So I'm at Lafayette Cemetery 2 in the city. Lafayette Cemetery 1, hopefully we'll be able to get in soon. It's been closed for restoration for over a year. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of vandalism to that cemetery. Lafayette Cemetery number 1 is probably the most famous cemetery in the city that people know about because the voodoo queen Marie Laveau is buried there, and also the patron saint of New Orleans, author Miss Anne Rice. But it's closed right now, and so at some point we'll get over there. But today we're chilling with the Banks family. This is the cemetery I've been picking up a lot of the child energies from St. Mary's Asylum. I brought Giz out today, so maybe the kids would see a friendly face. Hi, Fiona. Giz was adamant about coming today, so. On my way over here, I feel called to tell somebody this. On my way over here, I was very much picking up on the energy of grief. Hi, Alley Cat. And if you're someone who believes in the concept of energy, that energy is eternal, when someone that we love dies, it's just a stage of change in our relationship. That energetic bond, that energetic signature doesn't leave. It just looks different. And I'm not saying that to discount anyone's grief. Lord knows if there's anyone who knows grief, it's me, deeply. I don't know what it is about this particular contract I've signed in this lifetime, but I have, from my earliest childhood memories, have been around people that were dying of terminal illnesses. And a few years ago when my father died, I've never experienced grief like that before. My father was my best friend when he was here in a body, and he still is. And we're still in relationship. Someone just needs to know that. And grief will block, hi Green Eye Candy, grief will block that connection for us to be able to tap into that energy, because when energy leaves a body, the way that it can contact us in the physical world, in the material world, is in the unconscious mind and through signs and synchronicities. Language is, I say this all the time, but language is very limiting when it comes to universal energy, right? So you may not hear them, you may not be able to touch them, you may not be able to be in the presence of their physical body, but they're clearly still here with you. And don't let your grief underestimate that. And that there are signs and synchronicities around you all the time, because that energy is still tethered. And there's something very beautiful when we see that it's a stage of change in our relationship with people. You know, I have a different relationship today with my father than I did when he was here. There are days where I think it's better, because as much as I loved him, he was a royal pain in my ass, all right, when he was in a meat suit. He takes care of me differently now, you know? So I just felt like someone needed to hear that this morning, okay? Someone that might be experiencing grief, and again, I'm not discounting your grief, but know that the relationship is not over. You're just in a stage of change within the relationship. The relationship just looks differently today than it may have yesterday. Jennifer, did I see you on here? I forgot to text you. I was having Jennifer hop on this live with us today too, because she's a very strong medium and she picks up on a lot of things visually that I don't, because I'm more claircognizant. So I was going to bounce off of her a little bit today. Yes, you are here. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Moxie. Do, 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 do. Wow, I know better next time, y'all. That YouTube likes horizontal format, but I'll definitely be doing vertical for lives, because it's much easier for me to read your text. All right, let's get into the energy. Let's see what's going on. Hi, Energy Empress. Yeah, Energy Empress, that's tough. I mean, I lost my mother when I was very young, and you know, I've had that orphan energy for some time now. But it's a change in perspective. I personally had to change my perspective and realize that I'm just in a different stage of my relationship with them. All right. We're going to start off in the symbols deck, actually, because spirit energy speaks through symbols and synchronicities. So let's see what they got to say this morning. Ooh, it's muggy out here. Cards don't like muggy. What's going on this morning? What's going on this morning? Relief and good fortune. There's energy coming in to tell you that there will soon be good fortune. And there's relief in this. Tell me more. Tell me more about this relief that someone needs to experience at this time. What is this relief that someone needs to experience at this time? If you want to know more about this cemetery, you can look up Lafayette Cemetery number 2. 4 of Cups. There's relief that someone's not seeing. The 4 of Cups is about universal energy, about spirit energy, trying to hand us a cup that we don't see. Tell me more about this cup that we don't see at this time, please. Two of Pentacles in reverse, because feeling unbalanced. Why? Why the imbalance? The Lovers. What's the choice? What's a choice that needs to be made at this time? Temperance. To make contact with these living waters. Someone feels unbalanced. Imbalance in the emotional space. I feel heavy grief energy today, y'all, for whoever needs to hear this. And so there's an imbalance in the emotional space, making it hard to see this cup that some kind of spirit energy is trying to hand you. Tell me more about this Lover's card, this choice. It's a doctor here from the late 1880s. Jennifer, we need to document some of the things that you see here, because part of the reason why the city is here doing this research right now is to help contact families, to let them know, like, you have a tomb here. You have your family has rights to a tomb here. And what they were explaining to me is, of course, you know, many of the grave diggers in these cemeteries, this was an 18th century cemetery, obviously are passed on or don't remember, and it wasn't documented over the years. And so that's what they're trying to figure out right now, so that they can contact families and let them know that they have family tombs here. Tell me about this choice. This particular cemetery has a lot of organizations in it. There are plots of social clubs, athletic clubs, orphanages, a lot of social service, community alliance plots. What's this choice? What's this choice? Start to feel the kiddos coming out. Eight of Swords. The choice is a shift in perspective. How do we get to this shift in perspective? To be able to see these cups of relief. That equal good fortune. How do we get to the shift in perspective? What is the advice on getting to this shift in perspective? What's coming through right now is that some of you are fearing leaving a relationship with the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor in reverse, but the Empress in the upright on this Lover's card. There's something coming through that someone is fearing leaving a relationship, that there won't be relief, there won't be resources, but there will be, is what I'm seeing here. There's something that you're not seeing. And a shift in perspective always leads to good fortune. Is there anything else the Empress needs to know about this, leaving this Empress in reverse energy? Four of Swords, Knight of Cups in reverse. You will have relief. That's exactly what this Four of Swords is. This Four of Swords is about relief. It's about rest and recovery after heartbreak. You will have relief from this emotional space if you choose to walk away. Someone's in fear about walking away from a relationship right now. Tell me about this good fortune that's coming this way. Three of Cups. Celebration with the crows. Celebration with your crow friends. Hey, Miss Blue, what's happening? Hi, Miss Jamie. Hello. And the Star. You know, the Star is representative of healing. If someone resonates with that channel about leaving a relationship, we have two cards of healing here with the Four of Swords and the Star card. There will be relief, there will be healing. You will be given the resources to have the time and space to do the healing that you need, to receive the relief that you need, to grieve the process, to get on the other side of it, to good fortune. Let me clear that energy. Change is scary, but stages of change are part of life, right? What we need is a shift in perspective of how we're viewing that change. Who else we got in the room? Oh, you found a white feather yesterday. Those are the signs and synchronicities. That is the way spirit is able to manipulate energy through symbols, through signs in the three-dimensional once it comes out of a human suit. There's a shift to new soulmate energy. There's a shift to new soulmate energy if someone resonates with that last channel and is fearful that they're going to be alone in the world. There's a shift to new soulmate energy. This is also about the shift in a relationship with someone who's passed. Talk to me about this shift. Mana. Yeah, okay. This is someone who lost a soulmate. This is about someone who lost a soulmate with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Feeling obviously not being able to see this person in the three-dimensional anymore. There's a feeling of ungroundedness. There's a feeling of a loss of emotional energy. So hopefully you heard that download when I came in here. Jennifer, what you seeing? Hi, Cristobal. There's been a shift in the soulmate connection. Someone may not be in the 3D anymore. What does this soulmate have to say with the soulmate card? Somebody's holding back from going towards a new beginning because they believe that they lost this soulmate. I'm here to tell you that you have not lost this soulmate. This soulmate's coming through right now. Picking up on a mother. It feels like a mother energy. There's a mother energy that wants you to know that they're not where you think they are. They're actually right here with you. Tell me more about this. This is someone caught up in some dogmatic stuff. Yeah, Four of Swords. They're right outside your window. That's what they're telling me. They're right outside your window. Let them in. Someone has a spirit energy that was very much a mother figure to them, or a mother. And you don't think that they're around anymore. You think they're in another world. It's just why this Devil card came up in reverse. You think that they're in the above realm or the below realm, but they're in the here realm. And they're right outside your window is what they're saying. They're right outside your window. Is there anything more that this energy wants to tell me? I like the way that they said it. Is it, tell them I'm right outside the damn window. This person was sassy. And they're showing up in the energy as the Magician. The Magician tends to be more masculine energy, but I do feel a lot of feminine energy in this. Tell me more about this Magician. This person was sassy. They're saying there's some kind of words that you need to detach from. There's some kind of words you need to detach from. I feel like this is a belief around where you think they are. Some words that were spoken. To be broken. Words are meaningless, yet unforgettable. There's a shift in perspective for you to find this energy outside your window. Yeah, this is definitely like a sassy ma, grandma type of energy, Jennifer. Yeah, classy and sassy. We resonate with that energy around here. Okay, let me clear that. It is Leo season 2. Happy new moon in Leo right now. A lot of people associate Leo with the ego, but Leo season is really teaching us more about to get out of performance and embrace identity. Ego is part of the identity, but helping us to let go of performance. Gratitude. Some of you are being asked to express gratitude for ancestors and passed over loved ones. Like in some kind of like ritualistic form, like lighting candles or putting out water, or because again, energy. Energy will come through fire. It will come through water. Okay. They're conduits. Fire and water. The Temperance card is fire and water. It's conduits to energy. And yeah, some of your earth angels are speaking to you today. You don't think they're here, but they are. And you may see something or feel something if you use this conduit of energy. Protection. One more. Time. Timeless love and protection is the frequency that I feel. What was that? The tethering of energy. Timeless love and protection. The energetic bond is eternal. When we understand that the energetic bond is eternal, there is no heartbreak. Heartbreak and love take on a whole new meaning. They take on a whole new meaning. They become a conduit to a new timeline, to a new stage, rather than a deficit. Some of you have lost a loved one and you had such a strong energetic bond that they're actually the energetic tether. You are their energetic tether to here, to you, to that protection energy. Somebody's just not seeing it right now. Somebody's not seeing it right now, only strictly because the mind's been shaped differently about, you know, we've been taught to believe differently. And what is the truth really, Star Child? The truth is whatever you believe. So I'm not, you know, I'm not saying you have to resonate with this, but what you see, what you believe, excuse me, is what you see. Tell me more about this. It puts the Two of Pentacles in the upright. We just saw the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Do your beliefs help you to feel balanced? Do your beliefs help you to feel love? Do your beliefs help you to feel peace? Do your beliefs help you to feel peace, your heart to feel peaceful, to be in this space of gratitude? Because if they do, what's right or wrong about it? It's like not even, it's not even a piece of it, right? Oh, you're so welcome, Jamie. I'm so grateful you're here. You're here. Have a great day, Moxie. Thank you for stopping in. I know it's got to be work hours for you. I'm usually pretty vampiric, but it's been so dang hot that I'm trying to get out here early to hang out with y'all. Hi, Tamsin. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Energy is a frequency too, right? It's a vibration. So if you're fearful of things tethering to you, it also does have to do with our vibration, our frequency, right? I was having a conversation with someone in the Star Tribe last night, and I found it interesting because if you've been watching the past couple of live streams I've been doing, I keep saying, it's so wild. Since I got to the city, I'm picking up on all this child energy. I became very fascinated after the first couple of days that I was here with this tomb that's right over here, St. Mary's Asylum, and on this side, all of these gravestones are orphans. St. Mary's Asylum was an orphanage, and they're, you know, the energy on the gravestones are like, some of them, they're not even a year old. And I've never picked up on a lot of child spirits before. And now I feel like I've been picking up on that like everywhere I go in this city. It's been kind of fun. But the conversation we were having last night was, what this person said to me was like, well, if you think about it, if there's orphans who are like, they probably don't have anyone's energy to tether to, so to speak, right? They probably have, their families don't even know that they're buried here, so on and so forth. And I would be a like frequency energy to that. One, probably because I was in social work for a lot of years. Two, probably because I'm just a big friggin' kid at the end of the day, you know? I have that childlike spirit. I talk about that all the time on this channel. So that's a welcomed frequency to me. That has been a warming feeling. That has been a beautiful and welcoming feeling since I got here, that I'm picking up on all this beautiful, young spirit energy. And some of you have got, yeah, some beautiful loved ones that are tethered to you. What else? Soulmate again. See, people's soulmates are coming through wanting to talk today. Let's see who this soulmate is. Who is this? I'm hearing Richard. Who is this? What's your message? The Moon, the Queen of Cups, Judgment in reverse. The Spirit is saying someone is not self-aware of how intuitive they are, of how psychic you are. What other message do you have? I keep picking up on the name Richard. cloaked. Yes. Yes, this person's name is Richard. Yes. Their spirit energy is coming through. This is the Chariot, if you don't know in tarot. Chariot is a sign of spirit energy. To my tarot class, whoop whoop, what's up? We got week 3 tonight. Why the Ace of Pentacles? Somebody's not moving towards a new beginning. Why? What do you have to say about this? I think someone's disassociating from their psychic abilities and intuition right now. And this energy is saying surround yourself with people that are tapped like that, with people you feel comfortable with. Somebody's disassociating with their psychic abilities, with their intuition, because of pain. That's why we disassociate, right? That's always why we disassociate. Yeah, thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, I can feel them. I can feel that they're digging that. I can feel them all over here. I also got a suggestion yesterday to bring, I'm going to bring them some toys, and specifically probably look for some kind of toys that have water. For some reason, a snow globe came to mind. Again, is water being a conduit for energy. Someone's disassociating from pain, from a loss of a soulmate. Trying to disassociate from emotion. So in the disassociation from emotion, it's disassociating you from your intuition, from your psychic ability, from your ability to connect with this person and connect with people in the living, in the flesh. Okay, what else do you have to say about this besides getting around people that will celebrate you in all seasons, okay? Because that's important too. That's very important. Finding people that will celebrate you in all seasons, whether you're getting your ass kicked by life, Mother Nature's kicking your ass at the moment, or you're on a high, right? Or you're just happy to be alive. Because it's not, you know what I mean? Let's be real. Like, we were talking about grief this morning. This is not all sunshine and rainbows and psychic la-la fun, all right? This is hard stuff. And we find that sometimes when we go through hard seasons, like all of a sudden people scatter like rats, right? This energy wants you to find people that you jive with, it feels like within your psychic and intuitive abilities, but also people that will honor and love you through seasons. You know, because they're human and they're in touch with their emotions, so to speak. And you may have had some energy around you that isn't like that, you know, only around for the good times and not a long time kind of thing is what I'm feeling here. Yeah, Stacy, Jimmy can let you know about tarot class. We'll be wrapping up. It's 4 weeks. We'll be wrapping up here in July, and we'll go into the next phase, the next round in August. We would love for you to join us. It's Tarot 101. It's the basics. It's for people learning, whether you're wanting to learn professionally or personally. What I can guarantee you is going to be the funnest tarot class you've ever taken. As you know, we try not to take life too seriously around here. We don't like spiritual narcissism around here. Oh, why did I do the camera like that? I hate that I can't read all your comments. Yeah, we're having a good time in tarot class for sure. We're having a good time. All right, any last words from this energy before I clear this? I had to go buy a rattle at Voodoo Authentica the other day because there's so much new energy that's coming in for me, and like, I mean, this is the city of souls, so although I feel spirit energy around me all the time, it's kind of been intense and like hard to decipher at times. And again, frequency, right, will shift energy. So I went and got this little like rattle that I could take with me places. I have it here with me. Sorry, don't know what that's about. Let that fly by. Sorry for the background noise. Someone needs to know that there's a new beginning after heartbreak. There's a new beginning after heartbreak. There absolutely is a new beginning after heartbreak and after potential loss of a soulmate. That's why they're saying go towards this new community with this Three of Pentacles, with the Three of Cups. There are people that will celebrate you. They will celebrate you even when you're in the dark night of the soul. I learned that from you. I learned that from all of you. There are people that will celebrate you even when you're going through a dark night of the soul. That is love. That is love on the highest frequency. And it's real. And it's out there. So forget about those people that that don't. Oh yes, this is what I got, Allie. This is the one I grabbed at Voodoo Authentica the other day. Just a little noisemaker. Oh, the kiddos like that. That's interesting. Sassy girl, if you're on here, I got your message. I'll be messaging you back today. I will be putting also up on my calendar too, if you happen to be in the area. I was actually surprised. I've already gotten, no, I'm set up to do readings here in town, do readings locally. I've actually been getting people, contact from people that are willing to take a drive, that, you know, are here in Louisiana or Georgia or wherever the next time they come down to New Orleans or wanting to book appointments. So there will be a new tab on my calendar if you wanna book with me locally. I've got a fun, spooky little in-person space to do readings, and it's got air conditioning, so don't worry. It's old, but it's got air conditioning. That's how we like it here. Oh, we got lots of birds. Lots of bird messengers this morning. Tell me more. I've seen someone's dog in spirit. Someone's faithful companion is here. Friendship that's passed on. Tell me, give me some more identification on this dog. Sunflowers. You have sunflowers in your yard. You have a faithful friend that's passed on. Acts as a spirit guardian for you. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. Some of you think you see this dog out of the corner of your eye, and you do. It's not an illusion. You're not going crazy. You feel the energy, and then you're seeing the animal. You're not losing it, okay? Yeah, Allie, we're planning a get together here. I'm working with a inn, so we'll announce that soon too. A little Morgan Black New Orleans retreat. See the city, get some cool history, have a seance or two. Got all kinds of fun things in store here. Black, this dog was black. Somebody had a black dog. You're seeing it out of the corner of your eye, you're not losing your mind. What more does this furry friend want somebody to know? The moon, that's confirmation. That's confirmation that you are tethered in the unconscious to this energy, this animal. Just confirming, this is just a confirmation for someone. This animal is choosing to stay. Their energy, they're choosing to stay. They're keeping you as assignment. This is a very loyal furry friend. They've chose you to still be the assignment. I love that. I love that. Animals are fierce like that, aren't they? So loyal. So loyal. Jennifer, they had some hag on their tail. Well, not anymore. After our conversation this morning, I think they sent me Garfield. I picked up a very fierce animal familiar the day I got in town. He has not left my porch. And he does not let anyone on my porch either. I call him Garfield because he's a big orange tabby cat. He's a stray. I don't know if he's been given a name prior, but that's what I'm calling him. Okay, we're going to pull one more channel from this symbols, see what we're picking up on, and then actually I have this fun little deck that I want to break out. Moon magic messages. We're across from the Munsters too. I love that. I love that too. I took a picture of it. I think I put it in a video last week. Someone's last name was Munster. The Munsters. Okay. Another energy here. What else we got? Oh, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. My brain can't process that much in this heat. What's coming through is that some of you have a parents that have kind of kept some ancestry information from you, some knowledge about your magical ancestry. Now, whether this was, I don't know, we'll dig in a little more, whether it was on purpose or not, you know. Maybe they don't really know. I have a feeling, though, that it's like, the sense that I'm getting is someone's in a family where your ancestral lineage is not talked about, and it has something to do with magic. It's like been hidden, it's taboo. Something taboo in the energy. Hold on. They're telling me to break Tori out. Encourager of kids. That is something I've always been. I've been a fierce advocate for children. I did that for a decade portion of my career. Children don't have a voice like adults do. They're not given rights and a voice, right? They're not given platforms like adults. So it makes sense why all these child spirits are hanging out with me. What is this magical lineage that's been under cloak? What's this magical lineage that's been under cloak? The moon. It's been behind the moon. Okay. We got that. I got that. Beware of the strange little girls. Tell me more. Ace of Swords. You're just repeating me here. What is this truth that's hidden behind the moon here? About someone's magical lineage. Come on, give me the tea. King of Cups. Four of Swords. Oh, you got some wizards in your family. You got some wizards in your family, okay? Someone has some Masonic, yep. King and Queen of Coins. Someone has Masonic lineage, okay? And as we know, there's a lot of fact, fiction, hearsay, however you want to look at it, beliefs around Masonic. And, but someone had some very magical ancestors. And at some point, the lineage got involved in Masonic. And so because the lineage got involved in the Masonic order, it's like it's like the family tried to bury everything even before that. This must be someone's lineage from like, I'm picking up, this is like, you know, this is like Scotland, okay? Scotland, England, Ireland, Norway, that part of the world. And when the family line became loyal to the Masonic order, once that stopped, it's like now that history is buried because of the embarrassment of the association with Masonic. But that's burying something very magical that's like way deeper than Masonic and way cooler than Masonic. Do you know what I mean? Tell me more about this. Yeah, Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so someone became a dark wizard in your family lineage, but that doesn't mean that you still don't have a magical history. It really, someone, if this for some reason is making your ears tingle or something, you're getting some kind of feel off of this, and you haven't done your ancestry, I would suggest that you do. Because it's important for you to see before the Masonic order. Yep. Because you're a magician. Because you come from a long line of very magical people. feel some really cool, like, pagan energy off of this. Ireland. Tell me more about these magicians. Tell me more about these magicians. The Emperor, the Four of Cups. What you have to see is that someone comes from a very royal bloodline here too, is what I'm seeing. And what you're not seeing, again, is going back. Going back before this dark wizardry, wherever that showed up. Because really you come from a line of emperors. Priests and priestesses. They're telling me someone's brought this up to their family at some point and got like a really, you know, got a bad reaction. With the Hermit card, they're saying that you don't have to discuss this, you don't have to discuss this research if this is resonating with you with your family, okay? Yeah, of course, it's probably any immediate family that you have around you. You still have grandparents, all that kind of stuff alive, would be a helpful key possibly to some of this information. But they're saying you'll get the information that you want without having to go with any immediate family that would have some type of reaction to this, which makes me think that someone's from a religious family, because why else would someone have a reaction to this? But this is what's coming through. But because there's something really, the sun. There's something about authentic identity. There's something about you embracing. And this is Leo season. This all makes total sense. There's something about, you're going to feel this confidence. It's like it's something that you've always kind of known about yourself, but no one's ever been able to confirm, and it's been kind of hush hush. So, yeah, you don't need naysayers to get this research done. And there's something in your bloodline that's trying to reach out to you. Your grandfather came from Ireland. Right on. Yeah, my paternal side of the family is from that way too. From the Gower Peninsula. From the Sword and the Stone, baby. All right, I'm going to pull a magical message card, y'all. Pull a little magical message card for this new moon in Leo. Give me some energy for this new moon in Leo. This is a fun little deck I grabbed the other day. Give us a message for this new moon in Leo energy, this embracing confidence and authenticity. How long will you let fear limit you? What is the obstacle that is actually on your path? Fear is the need to perform. What's the real obstacle here? What's the obstacle? What's the obstacle? Somebody's feeling very defensive right now. Their energy is feeling very defensive. The obstacle is us. The obstacle is us is the message that they're giving me here. With the 6 of Coins, the 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Fear is just the past being projected into the present. The obstacle is a fear of the repeating of the past. Nobody else can change that perspective but us, right? Okay, to get to this 6 of Coins. To give to this equal give and take. This complete frequency of love, this sacred ritual of equal give and take between humans and people not in a meat suit alike. This sacred energy exchange. Fear is the only thing holding us back from that. Fear is the opposite of love, not hate. So it's just a shift in perspective. It's a shift in perspective in the emotional space, out of grief, out of past hurts. There are people that will love you even if you're in a dark night of the soul. Find them. They exist. The farmer gardener is from the 1920s. Geez, see, he probably knows more about these tombs and this research that the city is trying to work through right now. Were you able to find any grave diggers, Jennifer? We need to speak with the grave diggers. If you weren't here earlier in live, I was discussing that the organization, trademarkcemeteries.org, was out here today doing research on the tombs. This was considered Lafayette. Lafayette annexed itself from New Orleans. It was its own little city. I believe around 1826. And so they're doing the research and the ancestry to contact families to let them know that they have tombs here that may not know that they have tombs here. The city, there's 6 cemeteries in New Orleans that are city municipal cities, cemeteries that the cities are in charge of. So that was cool. It was cool to talk to them for a few minutes. Meet some people in a meat suit that also like the macabre. All right, Jennifer, I'm gonna have to figure out if I can go back through your comments. I wasn't able to keep up with you in the comments the way I wanted to, but you know, I know for next time I'm not gonna do horizontal video. Makes it much harder to read. Hi, Alabaster, how are you? Welcome in. Hi, Swish. Hi. I did not get to say hi to you either, I don't believe. I'm fantastic, thank you. Fantastic. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. All right, I know Saturday is our norm. This Saturday I will not be doing a live stream, but I will post a recorded reading, some recorded readings for you, and we will get back to our Saturday night jam as regularly scheduled next week. And thank you for your patience as I, you know, just moved and going through some transitions right now. So I've had to change the schedule up a little bit. You traveling? What you doing? You burning manning it up? Burning manning it up? That was hard to say. Swish. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Angelique. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. Giz says he's done playing with the kids today. I can feel him starting to get a little impatient. He hasn't been around children in a while, apparently. Huh? Stop side-eyeing them. They think you're cute. Oh, doing all sorts of healing adventures this weekend. I love that. So am I. So am I. I am going to be on an adventure to heal the heart this weekend. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's a new time, a new day, a new dawn, a new journey, y'all. Don't let the past crowd that. And it's not, again, this is new moon in Leo. This is when we let go of performance and step into who we really are. And have so much gratitude for that. as first and foremost, our gratitude should be expressed to self. Oh, you're spending time with your grandma. I love that, Swish. I love that. Oh, by the way, Jennifer, you were talking to my Nona last night. Just FYI. Yeah, there's a little bit of a breeze right now, and we'll take it here. You know, thunder and lightning wasn't like a common occurrence where I was in California, and it was so wicked last night. It was so awesome. There was the most incredible storm here, and like lightning, like I can't even remember the last time I've seen it. It was intense. It knocked the power out for a few hours, but it was so beautiful. It was so cool. Oh God, it was magnificent. I loved it. Yeah, that's my Nona. You were talking to my Nona, Jennifer. All right, y'all. I will see you real soon. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you live before then, enjoy this new moon in Leo. Give thanks and gratitude to yourself above all else today. And for those of you that, if you identified with some of the heavier energy when we first opened this up around the grief, it's just a shift in perspective. You're in a new stage, a new season with your loved ones. They're still here with you. All right, y'all. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.